All right, I am reading chapter 7 called The Word. It's a little shorter, it's just that. So I'm going to read without comment. I'm going to read straight through, other than maybe to note like certain words that are capitalized. I might say that as I go. I have not read this. I'm reading this for the first time. Well, I started to read it, and this is my second attempt. All right, and I'll comment at the end. Maybe. Depends what it says. This chapter 7 is called The Word. We will now take the key and show you how the plan and process just described is the one by which the world came into existence, how the earth and all that is in it and on it, including yourself and your brothers and sisters, are but the outer manifestations of an idea, my idea, which is now being thought into life expression. I, the creator, am the original thinker, the one and only thinker. Thinker is all capitals. First, know that. As previously stated, man does not think. It is I who think through his organism. Man believes he thinks, but before he has awakened to a realization of me within, he only takes the thoughts I attract to or inspire in his mind and, mistaking their real meaning and purpose, places a personal construction upon them and, through the selfish desires thus aroused, creates for himself all his troubles and brings upon himself all his woes. These apparent mistakes, misconstructions, and interferences of man are in reality only the obstacles in his way to be overcome, that he may, through the overcoming, finally develop a body and mind strong and clean and capable enough to express purposely and consciously this idea of mine eternally working within his soul. Man, then, is only the organism I am thus preparing, through which to manifest the perfection of my idea. He provides the personality with its body, mind, and intellect, through which I can express this idea perfectly. The physical brain, with which I can think and speak it into outer manifestation. I plant in man's brain an idea, any idea. That idea would grow, mature, and speedily ripen into complete outer fruition or manifestation if man only would let it, would give his mind and all its thoughts, his heart and all its desires wholly over to me, and let me come forth as the perfect fulfillment of that idea. I will now plant in your brain, mind, an idea. May it grow, mature, and ripen into the glorious harvest of wisdom which is awaiting you if you let me direct its growth and expression through you. In one of my other revelations called the Bible, you are told much about the Word, but very few, even the most learned Bible students, comprehend my meaning. You are told that in the beginning was the Word, and the Word was God, and the Word was with God, and the Word was God. The same was in the beginning with God. All things were made by him, by the Word, and without him the Word was not anything made that was made. You shall learn, that's the Gospel of John, you shall learn herein how my Word was in the beginning, how it was with me, and how it was I, myself, how all things were made by me and by my Word, and that without me and my Word was nothing made that now exists. Now, a word to the human understanding is a symbol of an idea. That is, it stands for, embodies, and represents an idea. You are a word, a symbol of an idea. If you can see it, so is a diamond, a violet, a horse. When you can discern the idea back of the symbol, then you know the soul or the reality of the manifestation appearing as a man, a diamond, a horse, a violet. Hence, a word, as used in the above quotation, means an idea latent and unmanifest, however, waiting to be expressed or thought and spoken forth in some form or another. The word that was in the beginning, and that was the word that was in the beginning, and that was with me, was then not only an idea, but it was my idea of myself in expression. In expression is capitalized. in a new state of condition. In a new state or condition, which you call earth life. This idea was I, myself, because it was part of me, being as yet latent and unmanifest within me, for it was of the substance and essence of my being, which is itself an idea, the one original idea. All things were made by me, by the vitalized action of this, my idea, being thought and spoken into expression. Nothing has been or ever can be expressed in earth life without having my idea as the primary and fundamental cause and principle of its being. This, my idea, therefore, is now in the process of unfoldment or of being thought into outer expression. Some call it evolution, just as is the flower when the bud puts forth from the stalk and finally opens into the blossom, obeying the urge to express my idea hidden within its soul. Just so will I develop and unfold all my mediums of expression, which shall finally, unitedly, and completely picture forth my idea from out their souls in all the glory of its perfection. At present, these mediums are of such nature that they require many languages of many types, from the simplest to the most complex, composed of almost an infinite number of words to express my idea. But when I shall have completely thought out my idea, or shall have perfected my many mediums of expression, then shall my idea shine forth in every word, each, in fact, being a perfect part or phase of my idea, all so chosen and arranged that they will really be as one word, radiating the sublime significance of my meaning. Then shall all languages have melted, merged into one language, and all words into one word. For all mediums shall have become one flesh. The now perfected medium for the complete expression in one word of my idea, my self is capitalized. Then shall my self, now capable of being expressed by these perfected words, shine through its medium of expression, though the personalities, their bodies, minds, and intellects, and the word shall have become flesh, or shall be the flesh. Be is capitalized. I'll just go like this when it's capitalized. This means that all words, through the regenerative power of my idea within, shall have evolved through the flesh, transmuting and spiritualizing it and making it so transparent and pure that the personality will have nothing more of earth nature left in it to hinder impersonal expression, enabling myself, therefore, to shine forth perfectly and become fully manifest, thus amalgamating once more all words and all flesh into one word, the Word, which was in the beginning, and which then will shine through all created flesh as the Son of glory, the Christ of God. This is the plan and purpose of my creation and of all manifested things. A glimpse of the process of my creation, or of my thinking, my idea of myself into earth expression, will be given in what follows. And what follows is chapter 8, my idea. Did you follow all that? I didn't. That make sense to anybody? Didn't make any sense to me. So we don't think. Man does not think. He thinks through us. We just think that we think. Hold on, let me find it. I plant in man's brain an idea. Now remember, we don't think, he thinks through us. I plant in man's brain an idea. That idea would grow, mature, blah, 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 would do all these things if man only would let it. What? If only you'd give, if man would only give his mind and all its thoughts, his heart and all its desires, wholly over to me. So this thing that we don't do, we need to give over to you. The thing that we don't do, think. You think through us. You following that? I'm not. It don't make any sense. I'm all for the idea of turning ourselves over to God and trusting God with our lives and completely giving ourselves to Him and let Him run our lives. I think that's a great idea. I've tried it. It hasn't done a whole lot for me. Some people have said it's transformed their life. Dodds, I think his name is Dodds, did silent meditation where he tries to not think in any way. And he said through these meditations that he would do, he was able to manifest every desire of his simply by stopping thinking and meditating silently. I think his name is Dodds. I can't remember now. I've tried it. He talked about doing it, silent meditation. Do it every day. Do it thousands of times. It may take years, but you'll eventually become one with me if you do it. Great. I'd love to literally become one with God in my thoughts so that all my thoughts are being directed by Him and He is guiding me. But that's not what He said He's doing. He's saying He's thinking for me and that I don't even think. That's not the same thing. And I don't buy that any more than I buy this idea that everything we've done, we didn't do it. He did it through us to teach us something. So all the good, all the evil was done by Him to teach us. There are so many problems with that. The rest I like. In the beginning was the Word. Yeah, I'm sure there's more to that whole passage of John. And there's a lot of interest. Again, there's a lot of interesting things in here. I just have this one big issue with this guy. Other than that, I like it. I want that power. Why wouldn't we want that power? But according to him, he could give it to us at any moment. And if he does, he will. And if he's not going to, he won't. And you have no say in it. It's all up to him. That's insane. Not much different than Calvinism. Everyone is born condemned to hell or guaranteed heaven, according to Calvinism. It's all preset. It's all done. It's all predetermined. Predestination, election. It's in the Bible. The Bible talks about it. Calvinism is insane. This guy is cool, interesting, and also insane. So we're just going to all be dissolved into this form of God, the only real form. Then why are we here to begin with? We're all going to just become one with God, and we won't even be anymore. It'll just be God. Then why are we here? To become God? To become equal with God? To just become one thing? It's not even us. We lose ourselves. We lose our identity, and we just become part of this thing that is God and always has been God. Then what's the point? If we're not going to be the children of God, see, the children of God makes a whole lot more sense. That we're all going to maintain our individuality. Because if I'm going to lose my individuality, then what's the point of having my individuality in the first place? To become one with means to become Him, meaning I'm no longer me. I'm gone. I don't exist anymore. Well, apparently I don't think. I don't think. I only think that I think. But even that sentence doesn't make any sense. I just think that I think. Well, if I think that I think, then I'm thinking, because I'm thinking that I think I'm thinking. Yeah, but you're not thinking. You just think you think. How can I think if I'm not thinking? Other than that, I like it. Other than that, I'm interested. Other than that, I want to see what else is here. So I'm going to continue to read it. And I would love if you guys would give me your thoughts. A couple of you have. Pros and cons. Am I wrong about anything here, about what I'm saying? Tell me. I want to engage in dialogue with people. Part of what the purpose of my channel is to engage in dialogue. Part of the purpose, one of the reasons I wrote my books, Forestera's Fate, The Sacred Shrine in the Valley of Caves, and The Caves of Ordered Randomness, is to engage in dialogue, people. This is a story. It's not just D&D. It is D&D, but it's a story. It's a fantasy story. Like the book I'm reading right now, Magic Kingdom for Sale Sold, is an amazing story. I hope you'll listen to me read it and leave a comment. It's all in a playlist These are in playlists. These are in playlists. You can listen to this and tell me what you think. It's a really good story. It is. I know it is. I don't have to worry about that. I need to rewrite it. I don't know if I ever will because I messed up some things, but that's okay. It's my first time writing a book. So that I'm fine. It's a really good story. It's a fun story. It will take you on an adventure. As one of the reviews on Amazon said, it's like a great gaming session. It felt like a great gaming session or something like that. I don't know how anyone who likes playing D&D would not like listening to that story. You might not like reading it because, like I said, I did some things wrong. But if you listen to it, I'll be shocked if you don't enjoy the story because it's a great story. And Magic Kingdom for Sale is a great story. I'm loving that story. I'm reading ahead. I'm like, I want to read it, but I gotta pace myself here. So, but this is cool. I like it, but oh man, that one issue that I have with it. Other than that, though, I like it, and I want to know what you all think. What parts do you like? What parts don't you like? Something like that. Let's talk. Talk to y'all later. Bye-bye.